under the liver, right?
Yeah, the gallbladder. The way you can, the gallbladder is usually a flaccid type little sac.
Okay.
It's lost all its juices, its bile.
Okay.
Whereas then you can tell it from the spleen, which is this dark down in here. You can see it sort of through there, and it's not going to be a deflated sac. It's going to be a, like almost like liver. Like here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is.
That's the spleen. And then, are we going to have to know this one?
What is that? Oh, the pyloric ceci? Yeah, these guys have great pyloric ceci. They're up at the top of the stomach. Here they are, right here. See these little fingers coming off? Basically off the where the stomach goes into the intestine.
Mm-hmm.
What about the gonads?
Gonads. Here's one on this side, and here's the other one on this side.
Okay.
How do you know if it's male or female?
Well, in this state, they look like males because it sort of doesn't have any eggs in it.
Mm-hmm.
But a ripe female would be much enlarged and have little yellow dots in it. So it's hard to tell in this. I think these are testes, but can't be sure.
Okay.
If they were live, whitish colored, cream colored is a testes, and then orange, yellow is a gonad, and it usually or an ovary. And they typically you can see little eggs in them when they're ripe. But when they've already spawned or they're in between spawning season, they're just usually more of the ovaries will be somewhat flaccid and vascularized to an extent, and then you can really tell the difference between it. The testes tend to be just, you can't see any structure to them. They're just flat and creamy color. So that's why I'm thinking these are testes, because they're not really, you don't see anything. They seem like they're inflated somewhat. But I would not ask you gender on probably these guys, because it's pretty, none of them are really clear. This one's a little larger, so whether this is a female,
We don't know.
That's
don't
the
know
stomach,
if
right?
these are loops of the intestine. The stomach's up here above the pyloric ceci. So I might have to cut one of these. I may cut stuff out so that the stomach's, and then you have the cardiac portion is the upper part of the stomach, and then when it goes around the loop towards the pyloric ceci, that's the pyloric portion of the stomach.
Okay. And the kidney.
Okay.
And the urinary bladder.
Oh, urinary bladder, forget it.
Okay.
We've probably trashed it. It's this little stuff back in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they get. Well, this is the gas bladder, but
Yeah.
then the urinary bladder. One of them had a little sac down here, but in most of them, it's been destroyed.
And the kidney.
Kidney, this dark colored tissue up in here. I'm not going to use this individual. There's one individual that has great kidney, but there's one that has it completely exposed. But it's the dark material along the vertebral. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
So it's on their back.